Hello guys, welcome back to Watch Addiction Watch Reviews. Today I have a pretty cool offering from Carnegie Watches. Now they're a relatively new brand and I have two of their models, as you can see. One is in the box and one is over here, the rose gold version on the rubber strap. And then I have the solid stainless steel version on the premier Italian leather strap. And here's the box it comes in. I'll show you this one after. This is a pretty cool rose gold black dial iteration. But here's the packaging it comes in. As you can see, shipping was fairly quick. Nice packaging here. Get you a little closer here, as you can see. And inside, if I open this up, you do get a nice little manual, which tells you the components, your warranty, maintenance and care. Pretty nice little booklet there. And then inside here is the watch, as you can see, which is a pretty cool looking watch and definitely something different than the norm. So let me get the box out of the way and let's get into it. So here's the first iteration in front of you. This one sells for about $199 US, and I believe you can save 10% on their website with a code as well, which is a pretty good deal for all that you're getting inside of this model right here. So this one is comprised of all solid 316L stainless steel. It is brushed all around. It has a nice Lug List Design, as you can see, and we even get drilled lug holes on this model. And the brushing is pretty good, very slim, kind of dressy, leaning towards fashion watch in my opinion there. But it has a really classy and dressy look. I really like that. Now the diameter is 41.5 millimeters. In terms of thickness, we're looking at 12.5 millimeters. In terms of lug to lug, you are looking at about 49 millimeters, which is not too bad. In total weight, we have about 85 grams here. So it's pretty light on the wrist. It's not like super light, but I think it's just the right weight. Now the actual lug width, we have 20 millimeter lug widths here. This is an integrated strap, as you can see, but you can change them out. Nice little chamfered polished edges here, which is a nice little detail. You can change them out. There are many strap options on their website. This is actually one of the more expensive ones. So as you go down, you can get straps like these. These are the genuine rubber straps, and they're a little bit cheaper, about $40, I believe. So I think the rubber strap is the way to go. I found out. I really do like that rubber strap. I'll show you in a little bit. So this watch is very simple. It's very symmetrical. I do like. Nothing really looks out of place on this dial. As you can see, all these sub-dials are aligned perfectly. Carnegie printed logo. There is no loom shot today, as there is no loom on this piece. We get a pull and push crown over here, which is rather small. We get 50 meters of water resistance, so splashes, light swimming, you should have no issues, although I would not use it in the water on this Italian leather brown band. Now if I get you in a little closer on the dial, as you can see, we have a sweeping hand, so you might think this is a mechanical watch. It also has nice Dauphine hands, and the second sweeping hand is a thin needle hand, which is really nice, reaching all the way out to the outer markings. The markers are applied rather well. They are slightly faceted towards the end of them, and they are very legible. So this has 3 readings on 3 subdials, and obviously your time. Now the movement inside of this watch is actually the Seiko VH63. It's a hybrid mechanical movement, so you get that sweeping hand, which actually ticks at 4 ticks per second, which kind of resembles an automatic watch. You also get a 3-year battery life, and the accuracy on this one is phenomenal. So in 2 weeks I gained 1 second, I believe, which is pretty crazy compared to an NH35 or even a Ronda 515, which will gain a few seconds a month. This one will gain about a couple seconds a month, which is pretty crazy. So if you want accuracy, definitely lean towards something like a VH63 inside of this watch, because the accuracy is insane. But anyway, the dial is rather simple. It doesn't feel too cluttered, and a lot of brands, when they put a lot of subdials on watches, it kind of looks cluttered. Everything really is quite symmetrical and in place. I found that hard to believe, but it actually is. And the nice applied markers really stand out over these subdials, allowing for easy time reading. So if you look at the subdial on the left there, you can see the day of the week reading. The subdial on the right is 1 through 31, which is your date. Then we get a 24-hour subdial above the 6 o'clock position. Now the crystal on this watch is actually a domed sapphire crystal. So we get a genuine domed sapphire crystal, which is pretty nice for this price point. And as you can see, it does pretty good in the light. You don't really get that many reflections. I think it's fine. And nice polishing on the outer rim here on this smooth bezel, which really gives it some flair and some pop. Now the Carnegie logo above 12 is printed. All of these fine minute markings are printed. Everything is basically printed, but the markers are applied. and just a very nice looking watch. The crown itself is a rather small size, but it fits the case, the nature of the watch as well. It is signed RR. And to actually function this watch, it's really simple. You might think it's kind of complicated with all these functions here, but it's really quite simple. So if you pull out one position on the crown, as you can see, we can quick set the date here over at the sub-dial on the right. And that's pretty much all that does. And when I pull out to the final position, we get hacking, of course. And we can set precisely the time on these nice Dauphine hands. And as you go around, the day of the week will change, as well as the 24-hour sub-dial. So it's quite simple, very easy to use, no issues there whatsoever. Now getting to the strap, this is the Premier Italian leather, which is an embossed brown leather strap with a signed butterfly deploying clasp. You can see the RR logo in a brushed finish here. 2 buttons, and it opens up to a butterfly, as you can see, which is not that bad. Some people prefer these, some people don't. Obviously, if you don't like the butterfly clasp, you're going to be leaning towards the tang buckle, which I have on the other one. You get 2 keepers here, and it just basically folds over, goes through these 2 keepers here. But you can quick adjust the size of the strap. You just pull over there, go up and down to your desired size, which is pretty nice to do, and it's very secure, this actual clasp here. Now, looking at the case back of the watch, it is screwed down. It is brushed in a spiral effect, as you can see. It does state the Carnegie logo and just some basic specifications there. Pretty simple, pretty clean, nice, neat etching there. Stainless steel 316L sapphire crystal 50 meters, and your model number. Now, as you can see, here's the watch on my 6.5-inch wrist. Nice integrated lug, so it really wears quite, the case is very circular. These lugs really stay out of the way. It really wears a bit smaller, I'd say, in terms of lug to lug width. If you want to measure, just from here to here, I think that would be fine because these kind of really stay out of the way. As you can see, it rides really nice on the wrist. Definitely conform straight out of the box, the strap here. And yeah, just a very classic, elegant look. I think it's a pretty cool looking watch. Now let's take a look at the rose gold version on the rubber strap. So this is the rose gold version, and I really do like this rubber strap. It's really, I'm pretty sure this is genuine rubber. It's really flexible. As you can see, this is the rose gold version. We get a rose gold brushed finish, a blacked out crown, a blacked out smooth bezel, and even a blacked out case back. Carnegie signed on the rubber strap. Nice little grooves here to fit in. So this one has a nice tang buckle signed with the Carnegie logo, 2 keepers here, and a nice little bump here, as you can see, coming up from the strap. I really do like that. And it's basically the same exact case, same design, same dial, as you can see, those nice 3 sub-dials, sapphire crystal, exactly the same. Only this one is a bit cheaper. This one, I believe, is running at about $199, while the Premier Leather runs at $240. So you're going to pay $40 more for this model with the Premier Leather compared to the genuine rubber strap. You're going to pay $199.99. Minus the 10%, you're going to get a pretty good deal on this rubber version. And the rubber version comes in all the case colors as well. So there are tons of different variations. You can check that link in the description below for their website. But anyway, I just thought I'd show you the nice rose gold version. Some people like that two-tone. It's a bit bolder, a bit kind of sportier on this nice rubber strap here. And let's see what this one looks like on my 6.5-inch wrist. So there she is on my 6.5-inch wrist. As you can see, looks pretty slick with that nice, I like how they did the buckle. It's very, proportionate to the strap. It's not overly large. I do like when brands do that. Some brands put really big buckles, but they did it right with this one. And just an overall, really nice look on the wrist. Very classy, a bit more sporty, this version, I'd say. And yeah, overall, I think it looks pretty good on the wrist. So there you have it. These are the Carnegie Seiko VH63 mechanical quartz watches, as you can see. And I think they did a pretty good job. I like the design. It's something different. It doesn't look like any other brand out there, really. I think they have some good strap options. The finishing on the cases is pretty good. I didn't find any blemishes or anything like that. I do like that these straps fit straight out of the box. There's no break-in period. And the overall quality for the price point is actually really good. Quite a surprise, guys. So let me know what you think of these watches down in the description below. I will leave a link to their website as well, so you can grab one if you're interested. And as always, subscribe, share, find me on Instagram at watchaddiction. Check out the blog for the written article, which will upload tomorrow at www.watchaddictchannel.com. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope to see you guys real soon. Thanks so much for tuning in as always. Bye.